Have you ever felt that tiny bulb moment ever? A random spark that could reshape your entire future? Maybe it was a curious thought you had as a child or a weird what if that stuck on your mind. I'm sharing how one small question about a silly rooster clock guided me toward a life where I can travel freely and work on my own terms. And how your spark can do the same for you. When I was around 4 years old, my dad brought home a new alarm clock as a gift for me from Australia. But it wasn't any ordinary clock. It made a real rooster sound. My little mind went wild. Is there a real rooster inside? A tiny one maybe? I want to take it out. Eventually I grabbed a screwdriver and tried to open it up. Of course, there was no rooster inside. But that silly question sparked something. If I could figure out how the clock really worked, maybe I could figure out everything else. That curiosity, though I did not realize it then, would guide me to exploring not just gadgets, but entire new places and careers down the road. After that clock, I just did not stop. I opened my toy airplane, cars to see its gears, and once even poked around my dad's scooter, accidentally stalling him halfway on the road. He was definitely mad at me, but we laughed about it later when I grew up. Sure, it looked like I was just breaking stuff each time. I was notorious, but I was also learning. If you keep asking how does this work, you develop problem-solving muscles. This simple habit grew in me. Later, it helped me tackle complex projects and even open doors to new opportunities in technology, business, and beyond. If you have ever felt that natural urge to just take a look under the hood to see what's behind or what is underneath, you know exactly what I mean. Sometimes my parents were even upset. I felt guilty for breaking things, but I couldn't control. But here's what I realized. In the process of taking stuff apart, I was actually building myself. I was learning to not fear mistakes or trying new things. Each time I broke a gadget, I also broke a bit of my own limitation, my own fears. Over time, that mentality of seeing failure as a feedback shaped me. I started being less afraid of asking questions, whether it was about technology, travel, or how people think. If I could open a clock, I could open new possibilities. And that's exactly what took me into exploring fresh opportunities, including ways to work remotely and eventually design a life on my own terms. Eventually, I stopped randomly guessing and started learning. I bought small electronic kits, mechanical kits, read about circuits, and discovered new passions beyond just breaking things open. I also took out a bicycle dynamo to power a tiny LED. That felt like magic. If a little wheel's motion can light up a bulb, can you imagine what else could it be possible with the right mindset? Fast forward to now, I today develop technology solutions for organizations, all while maintaining the freedom to work remotely. It did not happen overnight, but that childhood question about a rooster clock did plant seeds into me that grew into a career and a life that travels with me still. Now let's talk about you. Think about a moment when you felt a spark of curiosity or wonder. Maybe it was an odd question that would just stick to your mind, or a project you started but never finished. Remember that spark is not gone. Sometimes it just gets buried under our daily life and responsibilities, but if you pay attention to it again, who knows what you could build. Be it a new skill, a new hobby, or even a new career out of it that lets you live more freely. Ask yourself, what if I give myself permission to be that curious child again? Let me sum up 3 practical takeaways from this. I've learned one is write down your sparks. When something excites or intrigues you, write it down or record a quick voice note. These sparks are clues to your deeper interests. If you are parents to little children who cannot write it for them, you write it down for them. It will help in upcoming years to analyze what is their true passion. I'm sure they will ask you after growing up or discuss what career to choose and what to do in life. It will help you then. Number 2, let yourself fail forward. Try new things, make mistakes, fail badly, but fail forward. Those are just stepping stones towards a more fulfilling future life with clarity. Regardless of which age you are, make mistakes, try new things, let your inner curious child breathe and do the things. Treat mistakes as learning, not disasters. That mindset shift will empower you far more than playing it safe. Number 3, build up your toolkit. Curiosity is powerful, but pairing it with the right skills through tutorials, courses, or mentors turns curiosity into a real pathway to success. You do not need the right things to be curious about always. You just need the right people to talk about it and the right resources to learn from. This is how I went from dissecting a weird alarm clock to eventually building a career I can take anywhere. And if you do the same, who knows where your spark might lead to. If this story resonated at all with you, please drop a like or a comment. Tell me about a childhood spark you still remember. Share this with somebody who's forgotten their curiosity and forgotten what they like now. And of course, subscribe if you want more stories and strategies to help you grow, learn, and also potentially build a life where you can also work from home anywhere. Next time, I will dive deeper into how this mindset helped me stand out in job interviews and projects, and how it led to some of my biggest career breakthroughs. For now, here is a simple challenge that I wanted to give you. Pick one small thing this week, an idea, a skill, or a tool, and explore it. Even if you mess up, who knows? If you are interested in fashion, pick a design workshop. If you are into acting or drama, pick an improv class. If you are into instruments, do that. If you are into science or technologies, pick an idea and implement it in your free time. You will be surprised to see that you start forgetting everything else when you do it. Your worries go away, and it will be so satisfying, maybe not the first day, but after it reaches a certain working state and your creative juices in the brain start to flow again, you will feel the difference. If you are inclined towards, let's say, painting, just draw something. So just remember what energized you when no one was around. When you did not have to earn money or pay the bills, what did create a spark at that time? Those times when it was purely for joy and your own curiosity. Where is that child now? That tiny spark might change everything. Do let me know if you have any thoughts in the comment section. Take care for now and see you in my next video.